Omar, we've spoken a few times throughout the season. I must admit, there's been times when it's been more pleasurable experience because we've had 3 points and we haven't today, but we'll come on to that in a minute. First and foremost, and with a great deal of respect as well, congratulations on getting Aldershot Town supporters player of the season. How do you feel about that?
No, I feel chuffed from making the step up to this league, my first season here. I think it's a really good achievement for myself. So yeah, I'm happy about it. Yeah.
And when you look at the season as a whole, I mean, one of the more remarkable things, as you say, is that you weren't playing at this level this year. So you've had to learn. You've had to learn very quickly, and you've had some challenging experiences along the way as well. But you feel a better player for it, but one that can still find areas to improve. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Got loads to improve on. But yeah, I feel like as the season went on, I was able to progress and pick up probably things quicker than people would have thought of. With the people that I've had in the team, the competition that I've had to stay in the team has been a good achievement for ourselves. So yeah, but it's been a good season.
Now we have to touch on today. Let's get it out of the way. There's not going to be too much to dwell on, but for all the desire amongst the players and the management and all the talk, if I can be fair, you know, we want to finish the season strong at home and we want to give the supporters something back. It just hasn't really happened, does it? Not just today, but the last 2 or 3 games. The team has kind of searched for an extra gear and it just hasn't been there.
Yeah, it's been a really tough one. It's hard for all of us to put our fingers on. It's just hard when you get to this stage in the season. I don't know whether it is a mentality or it's just, yeah, but once we're in a position where we're not going up, we're not going down, it's to galvanise that performances and to keep everyone on top of their game. It's very tough. You see it throughout every single league. So yeah, it's been a difficult thing for us to get our heads around. Not just to manage ourselves as players, because no one wants to be in a situation where we're not winning games, we're not enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been a really weird one.
I have to ask you. I mean, the Aldershot Town fans, as a group of supporters, are pretty good. They tend to back the side really, and if they do ever kind of protest, they protest in the right way. I think they did that in 2 ways today. Before the game, I'm sure you and the other players will have seen the banner, which was effectively saying the home form hasn't been good enough. How would you respond to the fans as far as that is concerned?
No, they're right.
Yeah.
It's not been good enough. I think our away form's been a lot better, and as any team, you want your home form, you want teams to be coming in knowing that it's going to be a tough place to come to. And we're ashamed that in ourselves, everyone's looking at themselves, no one's pointing the finger and looking at anyone else, we're all looking at ourselves and saying it wasn't good enough. So for the boys, for us that are going to be here next season, whoever it may be, we're looking to improve on that, 100%.
Absolutely, and you must have given it some thought. I guess individually and collectively you will have done, but has anyone been able to pinpoint a reason for it? Because this isn't the sort of home crowd that turns on you 10 minutes in, is it? It's supportive usually right the way through to the end. So is it something about the pitch, or is it the fact that we've got to play at home? As a squad, as a team, are we more set up to play away from home, do you think?
No, nobody can afford to make any complaints.
No.
Nobody. No one can point the finger and say there's something wrong here, there's something wrong here. All areas have been ticked, so it's for the players themselves to start looking within and saying what is it that's not been working, and I've had to do that myself. So I don't feel there's no one can blame anyone. We can't blame the staff, we can't blame the pitch. The ground's been unbelievable for us. The pitch looks like it's ready for the next season. So yeah, it's for individuals to look at themselves and really question what it is that motivates them and get them going.
One question that I know 1 or 2 supporters would ask you, you're learning your trade at this level. Thinking back over the season, is there one player, and you've probably played a lot of teams twice, home and away, who's been the most difficult centre forward to mark that you've come across this season?
It's a difficult one, to be fair. They're all different in their own right. I feel like you probably playing against someone as big as Parkin. I found the challenge with regards to just you can't really get around him, full stop. So, and he's decent in the air, so that was probably a bit of a test.
I remember the first tackle you had, the first jump you had up against him when you played him, and you literally just bounced off him, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you were like, whoa, this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
I can remember seeing it in your body language.
Yeah. So that was a tough challenge.
Yeah.
I felt like from there on, after that first game, I felt like I've learned from that, playing against the likes of like Hansen, where I felt like I enjoyed, that sort of battle. So yeah.
And when you play against the smaller, nippier players with the good movement, that's where your reading of the game's got to be good, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Because they're not really, it's the bright ones as well, the ones that look like they're not really interested, and the next thing you know, they're spinning them behind.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I don't really mind playing up against those strikers. You get those ones that are full on throughout the game, but I don't mind playing against those players because I know what I'm going to get, and I like to think that my attributes kind of support that. So if they're trying to run in behind and with pace, I feel like I'll be able to get there.
Okay, yourself and the players are going to stick around a little bit today and come and meet one or two of the supporters, and for you personally, hopefully, be a slightly happier occasion than for some, because obviously you have been voted the player of the season. I have to ask you, I know the burning question that will be on the lips of all Shots fans: is there a reasonable chance that we might see you again next season?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, there's a chance. Obviously, I'll have to cross that bridge when needs be. It's something that obviously, you know, if opportunities arise at a high level, I'd love to push on. But I've enjoyed my time here. I've really enjoyed it. The people have been quality. The managers looked after me really well, keeping me in the side for so long. So yeah, it's one that I'll have to find out in the near future.
And it is a tough decision for you, and we appreciate that as well. Hopefully, it's about choices, about options, you know, and we would clearly understand that you're an ambitious player and you want to play at a high level. But equally, as you said, this has been your first season at this level, and there's lots of learning to come from it, and both you individually and this team collectively, whoever stays, can still progress from here. There's still improvement for you possibly here, if it's here that you should be.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your efforts throughout the season, Omar. I had a tough decision, I think, like an awful lot of Shots fans today. My tick went in the box, Omar Beckles. I've been delighted to speak to you on a number of occasions. Loved to see what you brought to this football club, and on behalf of Shots fans, I hope you're here next season. Cheers.